Grand Rising, beautiful.
How are you feeling this morning?
Amazing.
Yes, we are here. We made it another week. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
So glad you guys made it.
We're glad you made it.
Man, for some strange reason, I couldn't get into my account. Okay.
It's
Watch
called
out.
life.
We know.
I be watching out.
We know what they be trying to do.
Girl, I put a post up late last night saying, announcing the show or advertising and promoting it, whatever. And then I get up the next morning, I can't get in. Okay.
Yeah, they test you. They be messing with you.
All the time. Good morning, ladies. How y'all feeling this morning?
Wonderful.
I'm still waking up. Like, I went to bed super late. That's what was wrong with me last week. I went to bed super late. I don't know why I think I'm still in my 20s. I'm not. But I'm here today.
The body will remind you.
Every day. Every day the body reminds me. Every day. All right. So today, are you guys excited? We are continuing our series for June, first, let me back up. Good morning. My name is At Peace Makita. Welcome to Mommy Mogul Mindset. Today, here we talk about being a mom, we talk about being a mogul, and we talk about having the mindset to be successful. So we are really excited about this month's theme. For June, we're going to be talking about 4 women from men with love. So we're going to have that conversation. We're going to have a conversation, intimate conversations, or up close and personal conversations with men about certain topics. Today, we have Juwan Buford. Juwan is my businessman, my business coach. He coaches me through my business. He's helped me so much through my brand. I've really appreciated all of his insight and feedback. And he's really just helped me to be comfortable in my own skin, be comfortable being myself in my business, showing up as myself. And I just think that he's going to have a lot of great advice for us today. So he is our special guest. He is a father. We're doing this in honor of Father's Day. And he is a father. So, and a businessman. He's just really influential in the city. He helps a lot of young Black businesses be successful. I have a whole bio that I'm going to read about him. But before we get all the way into it, I want to say good morning to you all. Good morning. Danielle, good morning. How are you, my beautiful co-host? Say hello to Danielle.
Good morning, ladies. And at peace, I just want to say I do have a special guest on. I am working remotely. I have to bring the show to my job. So there's Miss Bonnie on the phone, who is my client. She's never seen me do this on a Monday. So we're doing this. So she's going to listen on while I do this in her kitchen. She's in her living room. We're going to work this out.
All right. Welcome, Miss Bonnie.
I just want to let you know, if she needs me for anything, I got to step off camera, make sure she's okay, but she going to actually get the chance to do what I do on a Monday. So
that's no problem.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So that's what I love about technology. You can take this anywhere. You could be in a park. You could be at work. You can do this anywhere. So yes. So Miss Bonnie gets a chance to see, a different side of me, and I'm happy about that.
Oh, hey, Miss Bonnie. Thank you for joining us. All right. So we're going to jump right into today. Let's see. Oh, before we get started, ladies, what's up? Good morning. Where's your one word? Let's check in. What's your one word for this morning? We got 9 ladies on the chat today. So what's your one word for today? Give us one word that just sums up everything and describes exactly where you at in this present moment. Ooh, anybody jump in?
Present. Present.
Blessed.
Present. Blessed. Okay. I'm here for it.
Acceptance. Flexible. Oh.
Flexible, acceptance. Okay. Come at me.
Loving.
Okay. My
succeeding.
word is colorful.
Succeeding. Mine's a succeeding.
Succeeding. Yes. I missed someone's in there. Somebody just said one.
Mine probably don't have Mine is always off the wall, but this is how I feel. Long as the sun is shining, it is sunshine for me.
Sunshine, we'll take
Yay.
it. No wrong words here. All right,
There you
did
go.
everybody get a chance to throw their word out and mix up the gumbo pot this morning? My word is colorful, if you can't tell.
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you, girl. It took me, well, you know, you got to stop, go. So it took me like all night to do it. But it was fun. I haven't braided my own hair. Well, I braid my own hair all the time, but I haven't cornrowed my own hair in a long time. So that was fun. But yeah, it was a different
Okay,
experience.
just jump in.
Hi there. I just want to say I'm grateful for life, love, and for the blessings of God.
Yes, we received that. Thank you. All right, ladies. Well, like I said in the beginning, we have an awesome series for June. We're talking about 4 women from and with love. So this conversation is in honor of Father's Day. I am a daddy's girl. I must say, I was raised by my dad primarily. And let me make sure I got my technology together. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. All right, so this month we are dedicating our show in honor of the masculine energy. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us. So we want to honor our masculine side this month by having men come on as guests and just share their perspective, as well as just dive deeper into our connection with the men in our lives. So last week we wrote a love letter, or just a letter to the primary man. Doesn't matter if it's your son, your uncle, your husband, doesn't matter. The primary man in your life who really touches you, who really does that for you, who you know you're in love with, who you know loves you. And so I am excited. I want to know all the tea. I know somebody got some tea for me about what happened with your letter journey last week. So please, ladies, don't hold back. Let me know what's up. Who wants to go first? Who would like to share what their experience was last week with the whole writing the letter? Did anybody write the letter? Did anybody send the letter? Don't be shy. Nobody did the assignment?
I did the assignment. I just didn't want to be the first one to jump in.
Tell the truth. Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so I wrote a letter to my father. My father is an ancestor. It was deep because my father was there up until age of 5, but I didn't know that my father had drug addictions from when he was a teenager that impacted his life and the lives of others around him. And my letter was just to let him know how that decision that you made as a teenager, how much it impacted. I don't think he realized how much it impacted my life. That, you know, his presence of being there but not being there, it did something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it transformed my whole lifestyle as to how I have men show up for me. And it was just one of those letters that was just like, hey, I don't think you realize how much this impacted me. That impact. It's like, whoa. And it's like, I forgive you. I'm not holding anything against you. I'm just letting you know that your presence of non-presence of being there had a huge impact. And it set the tone for everything. No, my father passed away in 2007, the same year my mom passed away. My parents passed away for almost 90 days apart. But they were divorced for 17 years. So I don't know how that one happened. Right. But yeah, the addictions caught up to him. You know, they caught up. And yeah, it was Memorial Day weekend that he passed. So he's no longer here. He's here as an ancestor. And I know there was things that he wanted to do for me when he was alive, but you know, time ran out. So, and Yeah, it was just that impact. But we don't know the decisions that we do now affect generations later on. And it's a powerful, just make you realize like you got to be careful about what your decisions are, because you don't know who in the future that's going to have an impact on. So it was just powerful. It was just like, wow. I thought I had healed from that and closed, but I was like, no, it just opened up a door. Like, it's just the impact. That's the word I'm thinking of, impact. Just a huge impact. So it's like, I'm not mad at you. I'm not upset at you. I'm just, this was the impact that occurred, that's happening right now from that decision that you did when you was 15 years old. It's powerful.
That's
deep. Truly powerful.
That's deep. Thank you, Danielle. I can totally relate to that. My father, as much as I love him, you know, and he raised me the best that he could. I take nothing away from what he gave me. He too was addicted to drugs and alcohol, and that had a huge effect on me too. So I'm sure we'll get way deeper into the conversation. But before we do that, I want to find out from anybody else that would like to share, how was your journey? What's going on here? Talk to me. Don't make me be a teacher today. Did anybody get a chance to participate in the assignment last week? If not, we're going to move forward. Going once? Going twice.
I'm gonna share.
Hey, Hawa. Okay, so we'll have Hawa and then we'll have Wanili. I'm sorry, I saw Hawa's hand first. Okay, go ahead. Oh, take your mute off, sweetie.
It comes out tomorrow, so I'm excited just to see this book in the world and how it's
Okay.
because it's being published by National Geographic.
Someone needs to mute themselves. Thank you. Okay.
I had to find mine and pull it up. I was thinking about the song Roberta Flack, First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. And I was just listening to that song and I said, oh, wow, this is so perfect. I apologize to Roberta Flack for jacking her song up, but
don't start, girl.
But last Monday I said that the person for me was I call him my sticky bug that just won't go away, but we've been knowing each other for over 20 something years. And he was my forbidden love because I was already married, but this was a person that really is balanced with his yin and yang. And he could feel and address female side just like the male. He was so balanced, or is so balanced. And I called him my MBL, my Black love. And so it goes like this. First time ever I saw your face, I thought the raw, the father, the sun rose in your eyes. And I was your mystical mother, Asut, the moon. And the luminous Sirius stars were the gift we gave to each other. The dark and the endless sky, my love, from the light and the endless terms, my friend. And the first time ever we held hands, I felt the earth shift in the reason for our being. Like the trembling beat of a captive bird, you were there at my command, my love, and I was there at your command, my friend. And the first time ever we allowed to trust, I felt your heart so close to mine. I knew our joy would feel a lifetime and last until the end of time, my love. And it would last till the end of our time, my friend. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face. Asante Sana, I thank you, my MBL, my Sirius rising, my brother, my father, my friend, my bro, my roadie, Ashe. Well,
I say. Well, I say.
Well, he's really deep in the metaphysical. He's really deep, and he calls himself Sirius. And Sirius is that star that rise in the Kemetic energy, or, you know. So he had a past where he was called Black, but he said Black has died because he has moved on. but he had went through some rough times. He had two daughters that were killed, and they were very young. And he went through a period in his life where he was very dark. He lost all his friends, but the universe wouldn't release me, and I was there for him. In the meantime, he was my soldier. I was married, but my husband walked a different path. This was my roadie, my soldier that I can come to, I can call on. He didn't hold back correcting me and pushing me. Like I said, I stayed more angry at him, but after my reading, it was to inspire me, to push me, because he saw something in me that I didn't see in my own self. And it's like, I asked him, would he speak, since it's male time or our men energy time. And I don't know. He worked with young men in detention, and he's really good at what he does. He honor and respect the female energy. He corrects all the time that there's a balance without female there, without male. It's just not balanced. Male, female. We study the sympathetic, and parasympathetic. The male and the female side of balancing. And I would have said my dad was in my life for only 3 years. My mother raised me in a different household with a stepfather because she remarried, and she wanted me to feel a part of that family. So my mother had passed now, but near the end, she said that she wished that I had more of a relationship in my life, that it would have been a different impact. To be raised with a stepfather, he did well. He provided me the shelter and all, but it was not the love. It was not that extra something. And so when I did get to meet my father, I was a teenager and I had to meet him on my own, So when I met him in 19, 20, 21, bam, he stroke, heart attack, lived that type of lifestyle. He lived in Vegas. He was gone. And so I became angry with men. And I thought there was such a disappointment. So like Danielle was saying about, how you feel about your father, it took me a long time to really open up and say, hey, I look in the mirror, I see him. I have ways like him. I love him. It wasn't his fault, It was just something at that era that my mother thought she was doing the best she could do. And she wanted me, and you can't trick a child. She used to try to say that this was my dad, and hey, I knew it wasn't. I could feel it wasn't. I could see in the faces of all the rest of them, I have 5 siblings, that it was their dad and not mine. So I became that rebellious teenager. I cut up, I showed out, and it was all for attention. I think if I had my true dad in my life, I would have been a different person today. But I turned out okay. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep off the conversation.
No, I'm glad you should. If you felt you needed to get that off, I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
so thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. All right. So clearly, I think we're going to end up having some type of conversation about dads, because that word keeps coming up, impact. So thank you, Danielle, for kicking that off. All right. Who's next? One more person. Nawili. Yes, please share with us. What was your journey like from last week?
All right. So, of course, I don't know. I didn't get the assignment. I must have spaced. However, I wrote something just now.
Okay, girl. Thank you for your participation.
And the person that came up was, his name was Mr. Sherman. Mr. Sherman was my aunt who raised me, boyfriend, beloved. Mr. Sherman just jumped right in. He had 2 children. He just treated my brother and I like we were his own. So at a point in my life, I realized that he had been my father figure, even though my father was here in Detroit, remarried with, continued family. I love you, Daddy. I probably could discuss exactly what y'all discussing too. And I must say, since I've been here in Detroit, he's come to me, my father, who has transitioned and told me how much he loved me. I'm good. I'm good. So, Mr. Sherman, at a point in my life, I realized what an impact he had made. So positive, always there, strong. He was cut like, quote unquote, a lumberjack, just strong, just black, shiny skin, high cheekbones. Cute. And he just transitioned this year. He would have been, I turned 70 in December. He would have been 100 this year. So this is for Mr. Sherman. And in the meantime, I guess about 10 or 20 years ago, I sent him 40 letters I had written for Father's Day to him, just telling him how much I loved him. So, dear Mr. Sherman, I'm just piping in and calling in to say I love you and I appreciate you so much. You almost made 100 years young, yet in spirit you're ageless. Thank you for standing in for me and my brother always, for loving me no matter what. I know I was a pretty quirky girl, but you rode with the punches. That big red car that you drove around, hitting those curves off the freeway was so much fun. That laugh, that smile, and your strength, and always providing all that we needed, whether love, a shoulder, material things, you were always present. You are my love, my example to love and to keep going. Thank you for standing in and reminding me that it's all well. So it is.
No, really, it's too early to be crying. Okay, it's just too early. That was so beautiful. That was so sweet. I would love a letter like that. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. I felt like I was there. I felt like I could see the red car jumping off the freeway. Like, that was deep. Thank you so much for sharing, for participating in the assignment. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to move on to the next part of today. Before long, I think we have about, we have about 10 more minutes. Juwan should be joining us. So before we get off into that, we're going to do a brief meditation. All right, so we can get ourselves centered and grounded and ready. Today, he's going to talk about business, how to use what we already got to really accentuate our business and accentuate our brand. And it's going to be super simple and easy. So if you're new to Mommy Mogul Mindset, welcome. I am at Peace Makita, my co-host, Danielle Claxton. We are the Grand Rising Elizabeth. And today we're talking about 4 women from men with love. So we're going to have an in-depth discussion with Juwan Buford. He's going to come on. He's going to talk to us about like what I just said. All right. So before we get started with that, let's go ahead and do our meditation. Are you ladies ready for meditation?
Ready.
All right, let's get it in. Let's get it in. We're going to do a very brief one today just to make sure that we have time to get everything in. So I think it's really important that when we're tapping into our masculine energy, that we are focused on grounding primarily, because the masculine energy, it depicts grounding. It depicts that stability that we need in our lives. And so we're just going to tap into that through our bodies today. Super easy. It's not hard at all. You can do it really with your breathing. So we're just going to make a deeper connection with our breath. And as we do that, you're going to feel a sense of groundedness. All right. So I want you to get in your mind's eye before we even get started. I want you to get in your mind's eye what that means to you, what grounded or grounding means to you specifically. So get that clear in your mind's eye before we get started. You don't have to share it with anyone but yourself. And I'm going to get the music situated. Sorry for all the notifications. All right, but as always, as we meditate, you already know that if anything comes to you, you're going to allow it to come to you and pass through you. And stay right where you are, focused on your meditation. So y'all know that already. Y'all know that. All right. So as you focus on grounding, as you determine what that means for you and what we're going to experience, what that feels like in our bodies. Okay. So I want you to feel what it feels like to be sitting as yourself right now. Go ahead and feel your buttocks under your body. Your hips under your body, feel your feet, the soles of your feet connecting in whatever capacity they can. If you're lying down, your soles of your feet are connecting with air. If you are sitting like I am, your feet are connecting with earth, okay? Maybe you are laying in a tub, I don't know, your feet are connecting with water, okay? So you wanna go ahead and just make that connection with your body. And then the next thing we wanna do is we want to focus on our breathing. So as you inhale and exhale, just breathe normal. And what does that feel like to you? And be conscious of the mental conversations that you have as you're breathing. So inhale through your nose. Gently exhale out your mouth. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your awareness to your listening. And just take mental note of what you hear right now. You don't have to attach yourself to any of it. Just allow, as if you were a tree. Just be. Inhaling through the nose. Gently exhaling out the mouth. Holding on to nothing. Now bring your awareness to what you're thinking about in this moment. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Feeling gravity do its job. Make the connection. If you're sitting in a chair, connect to the chair. Sink into the chair. Give yourself permission to move towards the core of Mama Earth, where it is safe, where it is sacred. Inhaling through the nose, gently exhaling out the mouth. And as you inhale and bring that life force up your spine to the crown chakra, center of your head. Feel the heavens, the light of God pouring in through your crown. As you exhale, bring that energy of heaven down through your crown, down your spine, throughout your body, all the way down through the soles of your feet, back into the earth. And we're just going to use our breath as our umbilical cord, use our breath as our guide. So as you inhale and exhale, begin to feel roots kind of, or antennas kind of coming out of the soles of your feet down into the earth. It can be a rope, it can be a string, but you want to feel that connection that we naturally have with the core of the earth. Just allow that energy to pour down. It could be light, it could be vibration, but allow that energy to pour from the soles of your feet down into the earth. Inhaling and exhaling. And as that energy from you is traveling down through the earth to the core, feel that energy connect with Mama Earth. Feel that energy tap into the core of Mama Earth. And allow that energy to intertwine, connect with the core. Once you get there, plug in. Wrap that energy around your energy and connect. Inhaling and bringing that energy back up, all the way up, up, up through the crown, back to the heavens. And bringing all that beautiful light from the heavens down, down, down through the crown chakra, all the way down through your chakra system, through your body, all the way down to the soles of your feet and back out into the core of Mama Earth. This is our true connection. This is how far and deep we go. Feel what that feels like to always be protected, always be provided for, to have an infinite and eternal connection. Inhaling, gently exhaling. And just nestle yourself in this energy for a moment. Just snuggle up to the bosom. Sink into this energy. Rest here. And as you do, remind yourself or say to yourself, natural state, natural state, natural state. No matter where you are, no matter what you're going through, this is your safe space. Remind yourself and just say, natural state, natural state. And you can return to this space whenever you are ready. Inhaling here, exhaling fully. Just be in this moment. There's no rush. There's no worry. Feel what that feels like for a moment. As we begin to make our descent back into 3D, third dimension, give yourself permission to bring back with you whatever you may need. Get those last bits of information and vibration. And as you descend back into yourself, back into the shell we call a body, inhaling and exhaling, feel what it feels like to take your time. Feel what it feels like to gently arrive, using your breath as your guide. And when you are ready, feel yourself slowly, gently moving and wiggling your fingers and toes. Being gentle with yourself. Feel what that feels like. And slowly, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. Oh, welcome back. Yes, we went traveling there for a moment. I love it. So please, if you'd like, if you have a journal or paper and pen, go ahead and write down your messages that you received so you don't miss a thing. I'll give you about a moment or two to do that. Just sit with yourself for a moment. Take your time. One minute. Thirty seconds. All right, ladies. We're going to go ahead and wrap up our journal writing. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Bring yourself back to center. I hope you all enjoyed the travel. If you would like to share with the group anything that you brought back, you know, we want to hear the tea. What's the tea on the other side? What's the cosmic tea? So if anyone would like to share, you are welcome to do so. I also would like to welcome Juwan. I see that he has joined us in the Zoom room. Hey, Juwan. We're just wrapping up our meditation, and then we'll be ready for you. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, so ladies, if anyone would like to share what they experienced in their meditation or any messages that they got, please feel free to do so. No
Mama
pressure.
Head.
Oh, okay. Yes, Mama Head. Hey, Mama Head. Grand Rising, darling.
Unmute yourself, dear.
Unmute yourself so we can hear you. We can't
Unmute yourself.
She said she did, but we can't hear her. Maybe turn up the volume on your phone.
Hello, hello.
Hey, there she go. Hey, Gray.
Speaker's not connecting. Okay. In my well, good morning, Elizabeth. That's what I want to say.
Good rising. Good
Grand
rising.
So my message today was to send peace beyond understanding, understanding, and outerstanding to people. We seem to build some of our information based on what we think other people are thinking, and that comes from self-doubt and not having a relationship with self. And I just wanted to share that, to send peace beyond all understanding.
Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, Mama.
Ashe.
Anybody else like to share?
Yeah, I'd like to share. I was reminded that let me see here, of this statement that I am rooted in the soil of riches.
Mm.
That's where your diamonds and all the, the goodies are. I am rooted in that. I am grounded. And so I have this picture. I don't know if you could see that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the tree, beautiful. Yeah, with the light coming in. Mm-hmm.
So I am rooted in the soil of riches. I am grounded in sufficiency. And I am basking in abundance. So I saw myself up under the ground, just laying in the ground, just being there, walking around under the ground, because all of that, all the riches are right there. It's right there. In that tree, rooted down, and all around on the surface of the ground is everything I need: food, housing, clothing, all of that is there for me.
Yes.
And the sun, I am basking in abundance. There is sun for everyone. There's air for everyone. There's no lack at all. And so just reminding myself that I am grounded. I am rooted in the soil of riches. I am grounded in sufficiency, and I am basking in abundance. And I walk in that. And I remind myself constantly that that is who I am. That is. So.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, that was awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyone else like to share? Going once, going twice. Miss Bonnie, you was in it. I don't know where you went, Miss Bonnie, but you were in it, sis. Okay. I don't know where you went. Hold on.
There you go.
What'd you say?
Oh, there I am. I don't know what happened.
No, I muted you.
Oh, did you want to say something?
No.
Okay. It was really nice to see you traveling like that, just in your own world. Just you seem to really be happy.
Oh, thank you. And I was thinking, I have to admit, I was thinking somewhat of what the young lady who spoke just before. I was outside and I was standing at a fence that had a shrub that went all along it. And there were huge trees there. And I just thought about how beautiful Mother Earth or God had made for all of his children.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it. And I just stood there, and the shade, the sun came through the shade, the air was clean, and I was just thinking how blessed I was to be able to enjoy this for the whatever time I had left on this earth.
Yes, I love it.
Thank
you. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing. I love the power of our imaginations. Like no matter where we are, our imagination, our creativity is with us. I love that. Thank you, Miss Bonnie.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so I think we are ready to get this thing popping. Sheila, before we get started, if you would like to, actually, I want to introduce Juwan first. Give people a little something to want to come over to the Zoom room for.
Yeah, and why don't you just go ahead and introduce
right on in.
Tell them we're about to leave. They better come on.
We about to leave. Y'all better come on. We about to go. If you don't know already, the first hour we do live, but this next hour is where you really, really, really want to be, because we are going to get up close and personal with our special guest, Juwan Buford. Say hi, Juwan.
Hi, everyone.
We're so happy to meet you. I've been hyping you up. So I want to make sure that I share his bio with you guys. Bam. Okay. I want to make sure I share the bio. I thought it was really cool, and it gets right to the point. So I'll share the bio, and then we'll move right over to the Zoom room. So at 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on live, make sure that you go to elizabethvisionaryconference.org and get your ticket to come join us into the Zoom room for this next hour. It's going to be super juicy and delicious. You're going to love the information. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our special guest and get right into it. All right, so Mr. I have my